live like from my phone that's not on StreamYard. It's been a while since I have gone through YouTube for a live. So um, I'm hoping everybody can see and hear me. Oh, I need to turn on my mute on my computer because otherwise, yeah, I don't know what kind of thing is going to come up. I'm going to go back and say hey to everybody, but I want to make sure that everybody can hear and see me and that I have not screwed up something. So if someone could just just briefly let me know that you can see and hear me, because like I can see myself. Okay, yay. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the top of the chat and say hello to everybody. First off, I just wanted to say, I know that I have been absent from lives, with the exception of when Randall comes on, but I'm gonna like that's one of the things that I want to do for the new year is I do want to try to make more of an effort to come on. Look, I did get dressed up. Well, I mean I'm in my my Jack Skeleton sweater, and I did hair and makeup, and because it's just I don't know about y'all, but every now and then I just want to do something to feel a little better, and so I just thought, you know what? I'm going to do my hair, I'm going to do my makeup, and just feel good, just for me. Okay, look, I got hairs all over me. That's one thing about long hair is I get hair everywhere. If you have long hair, which I know this isn't really long anymore, but it gets everywhere. All right, so I'm going to go back and say hello to everybody, and then we'll go on. I'll let y'all kind of know kind of what all kind of stuff has been going on over here in this down in this neck of the woods, because I'm in Florida, so I'm down. So thank you so much, Lee. By the way, tell Lenore that I hope that she gets to feeling better, and that y'all are in my thoughts and prayers, and I always love it. So Lee puts out the trash, recycles, puts out a variety of finger foods and snacks, places soft drinks and various waters on the table, puts out some white, dark, and milk chocolate fountains, pretzels, marshmallows, and freeze for everyone. Welcome to Mystria Diamonds. Help yourself. Come on in, grab a snack, and hit that like button on the way to your seat. As always, Lee and Lenore, thank you so much for setting up our snack table to be ready for everybody. Hello, Michelle. How are you? Alyssa! There's Alyssa, the diamond painting accountant. She is such a sweetheart. Hello, Robin. How are you? Susan from Surprise. I always just love saying surprise. See, I like it. I don't know if I met someone, which I'm just kind of crazy like that. I'd be like, "Hi, surprise!" I don't know. Just every time where are you from? Surprise! They'd be like, okay. Well, what are you talking about? I don't know. I would probably have way too much fun with that. Hey, Emma Casey. I said in the chat, I'm a huge dragon lover, so I absolutely love your dragon. So thank you so much for stopping in. Like, I'm a little fangirling right now, because they are so flippin' cute. Okay, whew, okay, I'm all good now. Hey, Barbara, how are you doing? Did I miss Linda? Oh, hey, Linda. I'm sorry, I did not mean to miss your name. I swear I did not mean to miss your name. Hey, Cindy. I know, right? We're getting ready to head into the new year. Hey, Marion. Yes, y'all even got a cute little cup that says Gigi and like all the good qualities of what a Gigi is. So I'm like, she can't say Gigi yet, but we just keep trying and keep hoping, right? Hey, my bestie. I know, right? You've seen some of these people before. That's strange. Hey, Auntie Dawn, how are you doing? Hey, Aaron. Oh, what did you do? Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Turtle Joy, before you go, I don't know if you saw my thing. I went to UAB for 2 years, so we are Blazer sisters. I did end up moving, so I didn't stay at UAB, but for 2 years. But UAB was right next to where I grew up, so I got to stay home. I didn't have to stay in a dorm or anything like that. I got to stay home and go to UAB. But I did enjoy, I did actually go to a college for a little bit that did have a dragon for its mascot. So, that was awesome. Hey, Matt, how you doing? Hello, Levi. Okay, so I want to see if I actually say this right, because I want to say that I saw it in the chat. Is it Sibi, like Siberian Husky, or is it CB? So is it Sibi, like Siberian Husky? I hope I say it right. But thank you so much for coming in the chat. Hello, Kiriana. How are you? Hello, Blackie Sabbath. How are you? Hey, Joanna, Sarah. Hey, Sherry. How are you doing, girl? I don't know what kind of words were coming out of my mouth there. Hey, Mutt Nuts. How are you doing? Hey, M. Miller. How are you? Hey, Chaotic. How you doing, girl? How you doing, girl? I don't know. Touch my lips. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, good. You know what I mean? Yay. Hey, Nancy, how are you doing? Oh, well, thank you. I feel festive. I also still have my tree up, but I got to tell you a story about that little tree. That tree was almost the undoing of me. What's everyone DPing on? Oh, you're working on stocking stuffers. Oh, you lucky girl. I am still working. It's a very bland canvas, but it is a navy themed canvas. And so it does mean a lot, and I want to get it done. But I am ready for some color. Like part of me wants to take a break and work on something colorful, but I'm like, I didn't get it done before the Christmas break, and it was supposed to be a Christmas present. So I kind of feel like obligated that I need to only work on that. Is that like, am I crazy on that? Like, because it was supposed to be a Christmas present and it ended up these past Christmas and it's not done yet, that I feel like I cannot work on anything else until I finish it. But I'm down to 3 rows left. So yeah, I'm making progress and I'm getting close-ish, right? Hey, Grinchville, how are you doing? Oh, I missed it again. Oh, you shed everywhere too. Yeah, I'm telling you, this hair, it gets all over the place. Oh, thank you. Y'all are so sweet. I do like having my hair down. There are times that I'm just like, I don't feel like messing with it, and I'll put it up. But the whole reason I went and got my hair cut like this when I did was because I wanted to start wearing it down, because I swear to God, I was going bald, y'all. I was going bald. I kept putting it up in the ponytail, and I kept seeing my hairline. I'm like, no, we ain't doing the baldy bonanza. Like, if I do a baldy bonanza, I want it to be a whole different type of baldy and not bald on my head. Because I already have very thin hair as it is. Like, I was not blessed like some people. Some people are blessed with like thick, voluptuous hair. And it's kind of funny. Sometimes the people that have the thick, voluptuous, curly, gorgeous hair, they want the thin, straight hair. And I'm like, no, you don't. I do have a little bit of curl to my hair, but not like that. It's not even a curl. It's a weird wave. So, but yeah, I do like the hair down too. So thank you. Oh, thank you, Diamonds and Jewels. Yeah, I don't normally use this one because this one does transfer. But I just decided I wanted the sparkly lips tonight. And so I am dealing with the sparkle-y all over the place if I touch my lips. Let me see. Oh, Kiriani, you're a dragon lover too? Hey, dragon lovers in the house. Well, you got a full sleeve tattoo on your shoulder. Oh, and she's purple. Oh. Okay, see, one of these days, I am, hold on, okay. I want a tattoo, and I specifically want a purple and teal dragon tattoo. I want a very vibrant one. Here's my issue. Number one, I have a very low pain threshold. I'm scared of. I'm scared I've got too low of a threshold. And so what I'm scared of is that I'll go in, I'll pay the money for the tattoo. I'll have this beautiful idea of what I want for the tattoo, and I'll give it to the artist, and they'll do that thing where I guess they transfer it right onto your, so they've got the outline. And of course, I have no idea where to get it. I was thinking about here because, like, I feel like I'm a little bit of a thicker girl, so I thought maybe the fat would kind of, cushion it. But my fear is that they would put that daggone tattoo needle right there, and I would be like, "Oh, I'm done," and so my tattoo would be like a period or a semicolon or, just a little mark. That's my fear. It's a small little fear. Even though friends of mine that have tattoos, some of them are like, "Yeah, it hurts," and some of them are like, "Oh no, man, it was relaxing," and then others are like, "It all depends on where you get it." But if I get one, it's gonna be small, but I want it to be small and colorful. I don't really want a black and white tattoo. I love my color, so I keep trying to psych myself up that I'm gonna eventually do it. I just don't know exactly where I'm gonna get it done. I just know I do want it kind of small, but I already have an idea of what picture I want. So, we're just gonna see if I can manage to go through with it. Okay, so Sibi, like Siberian, yay! So hopefully I said that right. Hey Kim, yes, you found me. How you doing, girl? Oh, you're finishing your Spangler mystery. Y'all, I am a huge mystery canvases. Those are like some of my favorites. And I don't know if it's just okay, now hear me out on this. So I love mystery canvases, but I kind of want to know what the picture is before I start it, for the most part. If I am buying a mystery canvas, I generally want to know what it is. However, I do have 2 canvases in my possession that I got like when I first started diamond painting, and I found out that there were, before I found out about Crystal Canvas Arts, I found out that there was this other place that had full crystal paintings, and it was a full crystal mystery. Now, my worry is because this was way when I first started, way before I learned about licensing or anything like that. So I have no clue. Number one, what the picture is. I have 2 of them. I have no clue what the picture is. And I have no clue if it's a licensed picture, because I can't even, there's not even the name of the shop where I got it from anywhere in my stuff. So I'm but I still want to, I don't know, I still want to do it. I already have it here because I'm just curious in pants, because normally I know what stuff okay, no computer. Sorry, my computer is asking me questions that I don't want to answer. I don't understand why it has to interrupt me with stuff. But yeah, I am fascinated with doing. I think mysteries, the reason they're so cool to me is, number one, it's like doing a little word search every time that you're doing a section, right? Because you're trying to fit them all in there, and and I always play a game with myself. My little game I play is, how many symbols do I miss? How because I am one of those that, and then the reason why mysteries are fun for me is because whenever I diamond paint, and I don't care what I'm diamond painting, I order my drills in the order that, of the DMC codes, right? And so whatever order that it said it was in, that's the order I go in. And that's the order that I look at. I'll pick up this and see if that's on my section, pick it up, see if it's on my section. And that's how I diamond paint. So when I get to a mystery, I'm trying to find those symbols, right? And so then the game is, how many symbols did I miss as I went through the first time? And I try to get the number lower every time. So I'm strange that way, and I'm well aware that I am strange, just like I'm strange. I diamond paint my squares and special drills with tweezers because I love it. But yeah, I play games with myself when I diamond paint my mysteries, so it makes it even more fun for me. Um, I hope I'm not like the only one that does interesting things when they diamond paint. um, yeah, I know, right? A tattoo's on my bucket list too. I'm telling you. Hey, Taryn, how are you? Oh, you're working on Cathedral Mountain Lodge by Thomas Kincaid. I watched that. Do not have a Kincaid. Um, I'm. I guess one of the things for me is I'm not a massive fan of. I've lost my spot in my chat. I'm not a massive fan of, like, I don't have a ton of landscapes. I have some. It's not that I don't like landscapes. I do, but I am more partial to certain landscapes than I am others. And so now, if they ever did the Kincaid, the Disney Kincaid, oh, I'd have to get it. Like, I would not, because I'm a Disney girl. Like, look, I am a Disney adult. Or at least I try to say, I don't know about the adult part, but I'm a Disney person. So if they ever did, when Kincaid did the Disney scenes, I'd be chomping at the bit trying to get to it as fast as I could. Oh, Kim's got a dragon tattoo. Hello, Raccoon Eyes. How are you doing? You're waiting for that owl to come from the one with the diamond art, the one that Kara's working on. I'm telling you, like, I'm a confetti girly. I like confetti. That kind of confetti might be a little more than I don't know. It is pretty. If it was a dragon, I would suffer through whatever kind of confetti, so long as that. Now, hold on, let me rephrase that. I would suffer through doing any kind of confetti if it was a dragon piece, but that dragon better look good. It better not be useless confetti. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about when I say useless confetti. There are some places that I have seen canvases, and I have done canvases, and it is what I call useless confetti. It's, I literally have a painting that is sitting in timeout because parts of the girl's skin is blue, and I don't understand where the blue comes from and why part of her skin in just patches is blue. She looks like she's gotten some sort of blue mountain disease or something. I don't know. She's supposed to be this beautiful angel. She's got blue skin. And in parts, it's not even like the whole skin's blue. It's not like she's an avatar. So I'm just like, and that one is very confetti heavy. And I have found a lot of times that if you find a place that instead of hand rendering, they computer render sometimes, not all the time. Lord, do not shut me down. Not all the time, but a lot of the times that will give you tons of confetti. Levi's a dragon lover as well. Hey, look, dragon lovers unite. I know. I wish I wasn't a bunny. I wasn't You're the bunny. I wish I was You're the dragon. But my granddaughter is You're the dragon. And that's why I laughed to my daughter, because I said, Jasmine, you're the mother of dragons. she just, my daughter just kind of rolls her eyes at me. Now, she likes dragons as well. I have raised my children right. My children love dragons. They love Disney villains. They love Halloween, right? So, but she just rolled her eyes at me on that one. They have a numbing cream that helps, and it works. Okay, well, when I finally get myself geared up to go get my tattoo, I'm gonna be like, please put the numbing cream on wherever it is. Any suggestion of where I should get the tattoo? Like, where is the least painful place that doesn't look stupid? Because like, if I'm getting a tattoo, I want it to still look good, and yeah. Oh, you were born in the year of the dragon. Lucky girl. So it looks like a tear in your skin with a dragon. Oh my God, that sounds so cool, Kim. Oh, my nuts loves dragons and skulls. Woohoo! I know, right? Kim's tattoo sounds fun. Um, what the? Okay, wait. When our mascot was a dragon, you say your team may win, but ours, right? UAB Blazers. Is it not this? Is it not still the dragon? Turtle Joy. Because yeah, look, be like, okay, fine. We'll just eat you. We'll just roast you alive. Sorry, that sounded a little violent. I didn't mean to sound so violent. Um, I let my little dragon self come out there for just a second. It's where you want it placed for how much pain you have. Well, I want it placed wherever it's going to hurt the least amount. You've napped? See, I had friends of mine too that say they napped during their tattoo. I know, right? Yeah, my wallet would be on life support if they did Disney Kincaid. I'm telling you though, but I'm hoping now if they got Kincaid, I'm hoping now if they got Disney, that I'm hoping that we're going to get a Disney Kincaid. A girl can hope, right? Hey, Bayou Show. I can't due to certain. I don't say a lot of cuss words, but I like your name, and you're from Louisiana, right? I have been to Louisiana. I want to go back. I do want to go back to Louisiana, and because that's probably about the only other state here in the United States that has and understands the wildlife situation that we have here in Florida. Now, granted, luckily, I don't have alligators walking up to my front porch. Now, if I live in other places around here, if I lived where there's a pond, there would be a very high probability. Usually, if you live anywhere where there is water, you're probably got a gator hanging out there somewhere. I have been in the woods where I have heard when I lived out in the woods, and when you live here in Florida, if you go out there and you hear what sounds like a baby crying, please do not go investigate because it is not a baby crying. That is a cougar or a Florida panther, and you do not want to go investigate that. I will admit I have heard things and have gone out to investigate, and then I would be out there in the middle going, what exactly are you doing? You kind of like stop halfway when you start going, this is like horror movie stuff. They tell you, get your butt back in the house. What are you doing? Why are you going out to investigate? And yet I still would from time to time. I don't really do it here. I think being here in the city, it's a little bit different. There's sounds all the time around. I have my neighbors upstairs that I'll hear stuff from. But I'm telling you, okay. I'm going to try to get through the rest of this list, and I'm going to try to tell you some of the stories that I meant to. And I'm already what are we? We already 23 minutes in, and I haven't even gotten to the bottom of the list. I'm so sorry. But you don't mind confetti right? If the image looks good, I'm good with confetti. I am a fan. I love changing colors. Don't ask me why. I don't know why. I do. I love changing colors. But if I do all that changing color and then the image afterwards looks like, then I'm mad. Because then I'm looking at the picture going, it's kind of like where I am with that angel. Because I don't know if she's an angel or a fairy, but when you start seeing where her eyes look possessed and her skin is blue in patches, that you just kind of go, this is not going to turn out right. But I'm also stubborn because I started the image. I feel that I need to finish the image, but she's in timeout right now because I just can't focus on her. Hey, Wendy, Blythe, Ontario, Canada. Oh, I did have a good Christmas, and I'm hoping to have a good New Year. Oh, I'm glad you liked the premiere. Thank you. I was worried because the premiere was just a plain old little whip and chat, and I didn't even get to tell the funny part of my Disney story. So when I get to the bottom, someone may have to remind me to tell you about my tree stuff, the tree thing, the Disney thing, and then there was one of See, look, I've already daggum forgotten what was the other thing that I said I was going to. I look. I don't know where. Oh, maybe it's animals. Was it animals? Oh, someone about the. Just say the door, Brandy. The door. That should. So Disney door tree. Um, if y'all want to know the little stories that go behind those, God knows my brain's gonna go. You know, I'm telling you, being on Christmas vacation from school, my brain has not activated. I made the mistake of going into the school email just to check. Luckily, there was nothing in there. But I think I'm just going to stay away from it until I have to go back. I really just don't want to do the school thing right now. Oh yeah, you like a good balance between block and confetti. Oh, Bidey's from Year of the Dragon. God, all you people that are Year of the Dragon, you lucky people. Um, that would just make me so happy if that was me. Um, oh, you're working on a canvas called Purple Baby Dragon. Oh my God, Erin, you'll have to send me a picture of that one. I'd love to see Purple Baby Dragon. I'd like to see what it looks like. Oh my God, I just love them. I love them. You're the rooster. Oh, you almost. I know what word you were gonna use there, Michelle. I got you. You have to put it on 45 minutes before you start. Oh, talking about the numbing cream, because I'm going, what am I gonna? What do I need to put on? My brain went to a whole different route right there. Okay, so you have to ask them for the numbing. Do you have to buy the numbing cream, or can you get it from them and then put it on? You know, because if I need to buy it, I need to know ahead of time so I can buy it, put it on, and before I walk in there. Oh, you have two that are okay, partials and look to be licensed. Oh, that sounds interesting, Nancy. I guess I've never heard of that one. The Disney Kincaid coloring books, right? Oh, White Tiger Kids. I have a few White Tiger Kids. I have done a few. They're like I did an absolutely gorgeous one from Dakota. Oh my God, hers was gorgeous. And I've got another one from Craftably that I wanted to. I don't think I've done the Craftably one yet. But I love White Tigers as well. Actually, I just love animals in general, with a few exceptions. There's a few exceptions. But for the most part, I'm a massive animal person. Like if it's got animals in it, oh, you're about as south as you can get. Oh, you're 5 miles from the Gulf. Oh, okay. Well, I'm close to water. I'm close to the ocean. I'm close to the bay. Well, when I say close, like 15 minutes, but not close enough that if a hurricane comes in, there'd still be some danger, but just not as much danger. You're more afraid of snakes than gators. I've run across plenty of snakes. I've ran across my share of snakes, including in my house when my son was a baby. Had a snake actually, and I understand it was a rat snake. It was not poisonous or venomous or whatever you want to call it. However, when you're at night and your babies, because he was was my youngest, Danny. I'm telling you, Danny was the reason why most of the snakes were anywhere near it. Because if there's a snake story, Danny's most of the time somewhere near it. But he was in his little bassinet next to the bed, and it was time to go to bed. And I was coming out the bathroom, and right across my foot slithered a snake. Y'all, I could have won the distance jump thing from Guinness World Record probably, because I jumped straight from where I was across the room on top of the bed grabbed my son and was screaming to get the snake. Because I did not look. It slithered. I reacted, and I do like snakes. Don't get me wrong, but I like snakes that I know that are there and that know me and I know them. Okay. I have held plenty of baby pythons and boa constrictors. Okay. I have held and I even helped raise a boa constrictor from a baby to massive. See, I knew them snakes knew me, and I was aware they were there. So when I didn't know that it was there, I didn't look at its head. I didn't look to see if it was venomous. My brain registered snake, my baby. And I just, went over there. And then the other time I saw a snake in the house was, and look, you do not, there's something with my bathroom too, my old bathroom. You don't expect to be groggy in the middle of the night, go to the bathroom, to go to the bathroom and just look beside you into the tub just for a brief second. You just glance down. Maybe I'm the only one that, looks around the bathroom when I go in, but I wasn't really looking in for anything. I was just having to glance down. And when I did, and I saw a snake was in the tub, I kind of went unglued a little bit because that's when it, that's when it hit me that if snakes could climb pipes to get into the tub, then what's to stop them from crawling into the toilet? So to this day, not to mention we had that big scare with, they used to tell you that there were these like very clear looking spiders that used to hang out in bathrooms at like rest areas. So ever since the snake and the whole spider incident, I just look before I sit anymore. That's just maybe that's just a Florida survival tip. Other people don't have to worry about that maybe as much. Yep, jaguars are bad. Spiders. I have not been. I've been bit by spiders. I don't know if one of them, I'm pretty sure one of them wasn't a recluse. I almost got bit by a brown recluse when I was down in Mexico, though. Scared me to death. I know, right? You waste way too much time. Did I put the kit in the freezer? No, the kit won't fit in the freezer. It's just in timeout, but it's not in frozen timeout. Okay, why does my chat just says, oh, Rhinestone Goddess Creations. I don't think I have seen that. Yes, Michelle, I am a teacher. I teach middle school math. So I teach mostly 7th and 8th graders. So I teach algebra, geometry, and yes, it is high school algebra, high school geometry to the high school algebra to 7th and 8th graders, high school geometry to 8th graders, and then I have a class of pre-algebra. So yeah, middle school. Sometimes I envy the elementary school teachers. But I will say, one of my students did get me a present, which if you're a teacher and you get a gift from a kid in middle school or high school, like that kid actually thought about you. Because I mean, I'm not saying that they don't in elementary, the kids all love their teachers. Middle school, they don't like us very much. And we make them do stuff that they don't want to do, like really don't want to do, especially math. So that warmed my heart. So that did make me happy. But yes, I am on this. The teacher brain has not reactivated yet. Oh, you got to go to dinner. Well, Happy New Year, sweetie girl. Oh, yeah. Yep. I like dogs. Well, I'm an animal person too. Scorpions. Oh yeah, rat snake any day. I've had scorpions. I've also had them put in my sleeping bag by kids when I was in summer camp because the boys thought that would be hilarious. Um, ooh, well, you got stung by a scorpion? No, thank you. Mm-mm. Like I said, when I got my sleeping bag and I had that scorpion, because we were at it's a co-ed camp, but when you go camping, because we all stayed in cabins for the majority of the week, except for one day of the week, we actually went camping. We had to make a fire. We cooked over the fire, blah, 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 slept out. There were no tents. We had our sleeping bags and we slept out under the stars. But the boys went to one section of the woods somewhere and the girls another one. But you are talking about people finding it funny to see where the other ones go. So, the boys would try to find the girls' camp, and the girls would try to find the boys' camp. Problem is, the boys found the girls' camp. We could usually expect scorpions or snakes or something in our sleeping bags, and I did. I had a scorpion in mine and jumped out as fast as I possibly could. Ooh. See, I'm very glad. I would not. No, thank you. A scorpion sting. I can imagine that would hurt. Okay, so I'm gonna try to see if I can remember some of the story. Okay, so about the tree. I am not taking down my tree until sometime in January, and the reason being, number one, I didn't put the tree up until Christmas Eve. Okay. I was look. I'll be honest with you. I came home from school for Christmas break and my body said, sleep. Sleep, rest, relax. And that's exactly what I did. So I didn't want to think about putting up a Christmas tree. And my mother had given me a Christmas tree and I didn't put one up last year. So I had the Christmas tree last year, but I did not put it up. I also did not look at the box when I stored the box, since I had not opened it last year. So needless to say, it is Christmas Eve night. I decided, the kids are coming over tomorrow to do presents. There needs to be a Christmas tree so that there's presents up underneath the Christmas tree. So I'm all excited. I still do not, I've got the box in front of me and I still do not look at the picture. My bestie says, when she sees diamond paintings she likes, she doesn't look at what size or drill they are. I saw a box. I knew it had a Christmas tree in it. I did not look at the picture. I opened the box because my mother had bought it and gave it to me. And inside of the box, number one, I thought it was going to be a bigger tree. I even moved furniture out of the living room to make room for the tree. Then when I got the tree out, realized I had to move the furniture back into the living room because the tree was a small tree and it needed to go on top of a table. So when I pulled it out, I have never had a flocked Christmas tree before. It is extremely pretty. I'm going to say that. It is extremely pretty. It comes already pre-done with lights, already pre-done with baubles that are also got lights inside of them, so that when the lights are on and it'll sort through, you can have it as white lights, you can have it as colored lights, you can have it as going between the two, you can have them as flashing, you can have them as whatever you want with this little button. But that white stuff gets everywhere. Like I can't even describe how much it looked like it was snowing inside of my apartment just to put that tree up. So that tree is going to stay up until in some point in January, I will take it down. But I am not taking it down right now. I fought with that tree and attempted to fluff. The flocking scared me, so I didn't want to. So the bottom got fluffed a little bit more than the top got fluffed. Yeah. And I had to be careful because since my grandbaby was coming over, I didn't, that stuff is toxic and I didn't want her getting it on her hands. So I made sure it was all cleaned up. So yeah, that's the Christmas tree story. The Disney story, which of course y'all might not have wanted to know. Um, but I figure I'm here, and I've been wanting to share this story with you guys. So I teach middle school, right? So in the chat, does anybody know the number that middle schoolers are infamous for wanting to say 24 hours a day to anybody that will listen? I'll wait in the chat to see if anybody knows that specific number. Oh, we got two that already know. Yep. Oh yeah. I mean, so as a middle school teacher, I have to hear this. Oh no, Erin, your birthday's on June. No, I have to hear this name, this number, a ton every day. And and here's the thing: I teach math, so if you're counting or you're doing problems, you're going to run across 6, 7 a lot. Okay. I once thought if I said it enough, I even made an assignment where every 6, 7 was in the problem, it was in the answer, it was everywhere, and I thought it would finally kill it. It doesn't. I did the trick where when they go 6, 7, I go 8, 9. That didn't work either. I was told that would work. That did not work. So anyway, I thought, because we went to Disney on the Thanksgiving break, right? So I was away from school, had left for Thanksgiving break to go to Disney for Thanksgiving. I want to say we were in Hollywood Studios, and I was getting over being sick, so I was having a really hard time. If I walked too much, I was having a hard time breathing. So I got one of the electric scooter things, because that was the only way I was going to be able to get around the park when I could not breathe. Because I wasn't contagious anymore, but we'd already paid for the trip, and I wanted to go and wanted to be there with my grandbaby and see everything. So got me one of those electric things. And all of a sudden I'm in the park, and like just kids are, kids are just walking by me screaming 6, 7 at me. And I'm just like, oh, you're kidding. Like, and they're not saying it to anybody else. Okay. It's not like they're just walking up to random people and saying 6, 7. It's not like they're just walking around the park going 6, 7. No, they were specifically making eye contact with me and saying 6, 7. And I'm just like, I'm sitting there going, do I have a sign on my head that says middle school math teacher or something? Scream 6, 7 at me. Like, what is happening? And I ignored it for a little bit, and the entire rest of the day, it kept happening. And I'm thinking, wow, I couldn't figure out. Finally, this one kid breaks away from his parents, and he's not even a middle schooler. This one had to be an elementary school kid. Breaks away from his parents. His parents are like chasing after him because he is running to where I am, stops dead at where I'm at, looks me in the face and go, why you 6, 7? My brain, I like, his parents catch up to him. I look up at his parents, and I'm like all confused, and they're like, I'm so sorry. He's like, no, I just want to know why she's 6, 7. Why she's 6, 7? And my brain did not want to. I was faulting. I was glitching. I'm just sitting there, and I look at my daughter, and my daughter is just as confused. And then she looks down, and she starts laughing. She's laughing so hard she has to hold on to something. And I'm like, what is so funny? And she glances down again. So I glance down with her. The number of the scooter that I am driving is 67. Karma, or I don't know, school gods just decided that for whatever reason, and at that point, it was towards already close to the end of the day. So it's not like we could turn the cart in, so I had to keep listening to 6-7 all throughout the rest of that day. But I just I was like, I cannot believe that I was right. And I do have a picture, and I did tell my students when I went back to school, and I even showed the picture of me on the cart, leaning over, pointing to the number 6-7 on my cart. Now, it would be funny if that was the only thing during a holiday season that had to do with 6-7 that happened, but it's not, because we went to probably not the next weekend, but the weekend after, we went to Callaway Gardens for their Festival of Lights. We wanted to take the grandbaby so that she could experience the Festival of Lights, so we're in the line, and my kids, Danny was not able to go, but we've got my kids and everybody, we're all in the line, and we're waiting because we want to ride the trolley. I guess that's what you call it. It's like a big old open air bus kind of thing, and it takes you through all of the magical lights, which, oh my God, the lights are gorgeous. But it's also very, very cold. But anyway, so we're in the tent in the line. And so I was telling Chris the story, and Chris said, well, that you're now cursed. You're cursed to that number. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, it was just a very odd, weird coincidence. I said, okay, sure, you're cursed. And I'm like, you're going to stop saying that. So we get to the front of the line. They're like, how many are in your party? And, we tell them there were 6 of us. Yeah, there were 6 of us. And they're like, okay, you're going to go stand in lanes 6 and 7. I looked at Chris. Chris could not contain his laughter, and literally just died laughing, going, and then he yells out to the attendant, what's the lanes again? And I just look at Chris like, and the attendant's like 6-7, which of course prompted the kids that are in the line all at once to scream 6-7. I'm like, oh my God. Then, thinking that we were finally done. Okay, we are on the tram. It is a Christmas tram. It is Christmas music that is happening, and we're all good. And when you pass trams, the ones that have already finished that are coming back, you're supposed to, cheer and yell Merry Christmas and wave at the new people that are going to the lights, as like a little thank you coming from the lights. For 3 of them that we passed that were coming back, there was not Merry Christmas being yelled. There was 6-7 being yelled. I have no idea why. And Chris about peed himself on that trolley, laughing so hard. And I was just like, why? Like, just why? I'm not sure why 6-7. Just the universe said, we think you really like that number. Now I'm hoping that when we get back, you would have yelled it too. I don't understand it when the kids do it. I even had a district come in to watch my class one day as a, observation kind of thing. And the class they were coming in, the one kid that is always my 6-7 kid, I literally looked at him beforehand and went, So help me. Do not say. And he's like, what? I said, you know what not to say. Please don't say. He said, can I say it now? So before they came in, he goes, can I get it out my system? And I'm like, oh, Lord, yeah, okay, get it out your system. And he did. He was good. He got it out of the system. But whoo. So I know I'm going back into that. So I just thought it was kind of funny that I would tell you the Disney story. Let me see if I missed anything in the chat while I was telling y'all that story. Let's see. I know, right? You can't even tell them to turn to, nope. Your 2-year-old granddaughter says it. No, you got to tell them, stop saying it. And you'll hear all kinds of stuff. If you ask the kids, what does it mean? They're like, nonsense. It's a song that had the height of a person. But I'm telling you, if you go looking on the Googles, there's all kinds of conspiracies about and I'm like, it's a number, but I really do not like the number in any Demores. Any Demores, I don't like it. I know that they're all obsessed with it. Oh no. You told your grandkids to think it's your boy. Be like, be like, nope, you don't need to know what year I was born if I was that. You've come around just laughing when kids are so quick. Yeah, it's not necessarily that I get mad. Look, it's even aggravating to the other kids. Like the other kids, the ones that are over it, and trust me, there are a lot of the kids that are over it will be like, oh my God. So the problem is every time that they tell the kids, just stop it, that makes them just more excited to do it. They're just more excited to say it. Okay, so the last little story that I was going to tell you was about the door. So this actually only just happened, yesterday? Last night. So my daughter, they went to go eat somewhere in town. And since they were here in town, I said, hey, would you come and, just visit me? I just love to see y'all, see the grandbaby, because Jasmine had me keep the large presents that I got the baby here so that they're here for her to play with, so that they don't have to take everything home. And I'm like, hey, that's fine with me. I got to get me a little toy box of some kind so that I can keep her little toys here. But I have not taken them out of the boxes because they had other places to go after mine on Christmas Day, because that was pretty much when all of our stuff was done, was Christmas Day. We had a Christmas dinner, and then we had presents here, and then they had to go, Chris and them had to go someplace else after mine, and Jasmine and Sean had to go someplace else after mine as well. So they didn't get an opportunity to actually open up the presents for the baby. And I said, well, maybe she can open up, we can open up the actual toys and let her play with them. And Jasmine was like, oh, we're not going to be here that long. And then they ended up being here a little bit longer than they thought they were going to be. And oh my God, she was the cutest little thing. Let me just tell you. I opened one present. It was one of those little car toys, where you got the steering wheel and it makes them sounds. Jasmine's like, oh my God, the sounds it makes. I'm like, I know, yay, welcome to childhood, right? And she's like, that's why I stayed here. I'm like, no, I got you toys that make noise. So you're all good. You're all caught up. But we got it out, and she was playing with it. I'm tearing up the box, and she's grabbing the box instead of the toy half the time. And I'm like, no, I am trying to throw away the box. And she's just like, box. She would literally take the box and just throw parts of it over her head as I'm tearing them. I'm like, child. So I'm chasing around after the box pieces. And then she gets bored of that. She sees the other two packages that have not been opened. She knows they're her toys. She literally goes over and starts pulling them out. Looked at it, she put it back, took the other one out, looked at it, put it back. This child is only a year old, like just barely a year old. She's a smart little booger though. But we had that. So we were talking, laughing, whatnot, and they wanted to go out They helped me break down some boxes and take them out to my little storage door. I don't know, outside little storage thing. I can't put like anything that I have to worry about like temperature wise because it's not climate controlled. It's just a little outside storage thing. And so I put the boxes in there until I can go take them down to the dump or to the dumpster. But they decided to go out of my patio door, my screen door. Let me just tell you something, guys. Okay, in order for my screen door to lock, it has this little mechanism that you literally, it's a little sliding like cylinder that you have to slide, and it takes a lot of pressure to make that sliding thing click into place to lock your door. Okay, I need y'all to keep that in mind. So they had left through there, and I remembered I wanted to tell Jasmine something, so I opened the door, and the sliding or the patio door, and I go out to tell her, and of course the door closes behind me, and I tell her what I got to. I get to the door, it's locked. Okay. At first I thought maybe it was stuck. Jasmine sees me struggling with the door, and she's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "I'm locked out of my apartment. I'm locked out. I cannot." And she's like, "We may have to break this, Mom." And I'm like, No, we're not. Because I am not losing my deposit because I cannot open. And I'm thinking, it's just got to be stuck. But it was, and I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And I'm like literally sitting out here. I have no keys. And I'm going, what am I going to do? So I had a thought. I knew where one of the people who works for the apartment complex lives, and I really didn't want to disturb their evening, but I was walking towards their apartment when it finally hit me. Hey, wait, maybe I didn't lock my front door after putting those boxes out there. Y'all, thank goodness I had not locked the front door. But when I tell you, I went back out to, because I wanted to tell Jasmine that I had made it inside the apartment. I'm good. I'm all good. So I looked down at the door to, because I'm honestly thinking it's going to be unlocked, and it just like got stuck. But no, that cylinder was all the way in the locked position, like all the way. I'm just like, I am still tonight trying to figure out what and how, like my brain is just not, it's not braining as to how did it make itself lock. Then last night, and look, I will admit, okay, I went around and I checked everywhere to make sure that like there's nobody in the apartment. I mean, even though Jasmine would have seen them if they would have come out there and locked the door, but I'm still a little, paranoid-ish, okay? And part of that may be, watching some of the stuff that I watch and, that I find interesting, like true crime and all this, that I diamond paint too. I diamond paint true crime, forensics. I read murder mysteries and I watch paranormal stuff, kind of thing. So, I'm outside, and I'm literally sitting outside on the patio later on that night, and I'm just kind of looking around because I'm just looking to see if I've tested it a couple of times, and I'm trying to figure out first off, is the door actually broken, and I just don't realize it. And as I'm doing that, I am not kidding you, I heard something fall inside of my apartment, and I'm like, now I will admit that because I didn't have any other options. I mean, I had to see what fell, right? Nothing fell. I don't know where the sound came from, but it definitely originated from when I'm outside. It originated behind me. I kept thinking it was maybe the neighbors upstairs, but the neighbors were not home. So I'm not real sure what exactly is happening, but it's it's an interesting time. So yes, so now if I just walk outside to go get the mail or something like that, I'm taking the keys with me because no thank yous, no thank yous. Let me see. I'm just checking the last parts of it. Uh, Holy 6 7, bro. Oh yeah, they'll call you bro everything. Luckily my kids are old. They know better than to call me bro. And it's not bro, it's bruh. Bruh. Hey bruh. And I'm like, I ain't your bruh. I don't know who you think you're talking to, but I ain't bruh. Um Ma too, mom too, mom too. Yeah, bruh. I know, right, Lee? I'm wondering. I'm wondering if I could, but if they better be nice. Be nice. Don't lock me out of my apartment again. That's why if I walk out my apartment, I walk out with my keys, just in case they decide to be funny again. Um, I can't believe it's already time is up. I hope that y'all enjoyed spending time with me. I have enjoyed spending time with you guys. Like I said, I know that I have missed a lot. I can't always guarantee that I, will be able to go live. I know that I am going to be doing after school tutorings on Mondays and Wednesdays. And but it's supposed to end at like 4:30, so it would still give me time to get here and do a live. So the only time that I'm planning on, if I'm sick, or I do have 2 classes that I'm going to be taking. One of them is interview and interrogation. So that I'm a little nervous for that one, because like I don't know what to expect. I mean, I'm expecting that they're gonna teach me the art of interview and interrogation and like how do you interview and interrogate someone. I'm assuming we're gonna have to practice it. So, and I can't remember what the other class I signed up with, the other forensics class I signed up for, but y'all, I am closing in on the end. By the way, FYI for everybody that has been worried about how I did, I made, granted, one was an A minus, and I just have to get over the fact that it was an A minus. I made an A minus and an A on my last semester. So, like, I was scared, y'all. I was terrified, but I did. I eked out with an A minus and an A. I was inducted into the Forensic Honor Society. I do have to do some sort of forensic project that they ask sometime during this semester. So I'm assuming they'll let us know what we have to do. But yeah, I'm looking forward to my 2 classes because by not this summer, but by next summer. So I should have this semester, summer, fall, spring, and then the following summer, I should be able to graduate. So I don't know if I'll get to actually do anything with my degree because, I did have someone look at me and say, why are you getting a degree in forensics? You're too old to get a job in anything other than what you're already doing. So that kind of bummed me out a little bit. I still think I'm young enough that if I wanted to change careers, that I have experience that could help. I am not dead and in the ground yet, people. So I am still having hope that I'm going to be able to, if I find a position, because for me, I would want to work either in a morgue or in a lab. So, but yeah, that's the update. So I will hopefully be live, like I said, more often. So when my classes come first, I do apologize and I do let you know. Thank you, Wendy. I appreciate that. And thank y'all for saying good grades. I do work hard, and that's why, sometimes if the assignment gets too much out of my hands and I have to finish it and I just don't feel like I have time to be able to go live, sometimes I do back off from that. And but I try to let y'all know if I have a project that I'm working on. But hopefully I will be able to do more lives and be more regular. So fingers crossed. I hope that, because this is the last live of the new year. And so I'm going to be looking forward. I'm hopefully going to be able to do a video smashing the specials for January that I do with Mindy's Diamond Moment will be coming up all of January. So if you like special drill projects, Diamond Art Club has a ton of them. There's other places too that have a ton of them. If you want to come join, I know Mindy's doing a video on it, but I do like working on specials, but I am going to finish my canvas that I'm working on. So I hope that y'all have a wonderful new year, and I will see y'all technically next year. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I greatly appreciate it, and I'm going to leave you like I always do. Reach for the stars, grab hold on, and never let go. Until the next time, bye guys.